say, man? This your boat? Yes, sir. It's my boat. You know what they say boat stands for, don't you? No, what does that stand for? Bust out another 1,000. Cause it's a hole in the water you pour money into. Oh, yeah, that's funny. I've never heard that before. Thank you. Supercharged. Is that what they told you? All right, now, have a nice day. Some may say, the two greatest days of boat ownership, the day that you buy it, and the day that you sell it. Sure, they're not exactly cheap. They burn a lot of gas. You have to maintain them, you have to store them, but it's hard to beat the level of fun that you get out of one, as long as you choose the right one. And for me, the right one can be only one. Yamaha. Okay, so with all the Clarkson impressions and jokes aside, Yamaha does make an awesome boat, especially if you're on a budget. And where it also keeps budget in mind is the fact that they are super easy to maintain. It is a jet boat. It's essentially a jet ski, a personal watercraft made by Yamaha. You'll notice what it doesn't have is a big huge outdrive sticking off the back. Like I said, it is essentially a wave runner engine. So what makes up our little boat here? 2016 Yamaha AR192. What does all that mean? Well, the 19 in 192 means it's 19 feet long, and the 2 designates the fact that it is supercharged. It's got a small supercharger on it, intercooled. It's a 1.8 liter 4-cylinder engine, smaller than a lot of car engines out there, and it has to power this boat through the water with up to 8 people on board. Kind of impressive when you think about it. The reliability of the Yamaha engines and boats is unmatched, at least in my opinion. I'm sure there's some out there that will argue that, but it is really a very reliable boat, very efficient boat, and more importantly, it is super easy to maintain. Stepping aboard on the rear deck back here, which is one of the trademarks of the Yamaha, is you got this really cool little spot to sit back here on the back of the boat.
It's really nice, but you can't sit on it while you're going underway.
Yeah, you do get some carbon monoxide sitting back here. Ask me how I know.
Great for wake surfing.
Yeah, you can sit back here, help your surfer get up. But yeah, if you spend too much time back here, you'll get a little carbon monoxide poisoning. Not bad. I survived. You survived. I survived. You survived.
It's not too bad for us because we.
It doesn't hurt your memory either. Now, come up, this cool little step through, pop up onto the back seat, where they put a nice little black pad here so your footprints don't mar it up so much.
But they do get burnt every time you step on it.
Yeah, it does get hot. The helm, simplicity defined. Not much to it, no fancy electronics, anything on this boat. Cup holders everywhere for all your all your guests aboard your boat, your crew. You got a spot here for your radio and some junk. Now, come up here to the bow.
It's very big.
I'm 6 feet tall, not a little feller. This is a super comfy spot to chill while cruising across the lake. As long as you have a proper captain. We don't have a captain, but we're in the driveway. There you go, on the lake. What do you think?
What? Sorry, I was looking at the Bronco.
The juice is back. OJ, the juice.
Oh.
Neighbor across the street selling his boat. Guess he is enjoying the second of the best 2 days of boat ownership, huh? The day you buy it, the day you sell it. So what you get is a package that it's roomy, it's comfortable, it's very well made, it's very dependable, and the maintenance is super easy. Now, to give an example of how easy the maintenance is, we're going to show you what it takes just to change the oil and spark plugs on it. Basically the annual service to keep it running good for years and years to come. So kick back, relax, enjoy. First things first. All right, here's the products we'll be using to do the service. Always like going with factory stuff where I can, and it's always recommended on Yamaha's marine stuff is to use the Yamaha loop. It's just, it works just fine. You don't need to go to synthetic or anything else. Yamaha oil filter, the no good kind, spark plugs, and then of course some contact cleaner, electrical contact cleaner, but you can use it as brake clean. Pretty much the same thing. And then also something to drain the oil into whenever we suck it out, because what we're going to have to use is a little sucky pump. We'll get it wiped off.
Yeah, it's pretty dirty.
Yeah, pretty icky. But you can get one of these off of Amazon for like 20, 30 bucks. Yeah, super cheap. And they work well. Of course, say that, watch, we'll plug it in, it won't work.
Oh wait, I just tested it, works on that battery.
Oh, then it works. Wahoo. All right. So now we're going to spin it over and see where our oil level is. We didn't take out quite 4 quarts, so I didn't want to put 4 quarts just right back in. So we'll see where we're at and go from there. You got the lanyard out, right?
Yeah, okay. And I'm getting nothing.
Did you turn the battery off?
I think I did. I'm gonna turn the battery off.
Oh, is it not neutral? Maybe?
Nope.
That'll do it.
Still got knocked my stone lanyard out. Anything?
Oh, keep going. All right, now go ahead and put the lanyard in. Fire it up.
Trying to get the lanyard in still.
Oh, okay. All right, it's right at the low line. Let's give it a second, make sure it's all drained down where it is. Also, you want to make sure that the boat is sitting where the engine is level. Did check that, and it's all good. All Alright, I think we can put the remainder in. One thing you can appreciate, I don't care who you are, is how much room you have to do service on this engine, how simple it is.
Yeah.
It's all just right here in front of you. You have plenty of room to get around each side of the engine if need be. You can get to the oil filter easy, you can get to the air filter easy, which is right here, which things never get dirty. Usually the only time you change them is if they get oil saturated because you overfill the crank. Fire it up again. Supercharger check. You squeeze this hose, you give it throttle, and it forces itself open. That means your supercharger is doing what it's supposed to. And just like that, folks, service is done. And your boat is going to serve you well with just a little bit of care. It doesn't even take us an hour. We're out here wondering if we're fixing to get rained on. It looks like we are. No boat ride tonight. All right, so we are done with the service. As you can see, it's not a hard thing to do. It's, like I said, I think it's actually easier to do it on the boat than it is on our Yukon. You saw the oil change video on that. This is a whole lot easier. No, honestly, taking care of this thing is just nothing but a dawdle. Like I said, that's once a year, and it's like $80 worth of supplies. Now, if you put a ton of hours on your boat every year, yeah, you're going to change the oil more often, but still, it's not a hard thing to do. You can do it yourself. You don't have to pay anybody to do it. I'm not saying, you know, you shouldn't go to the dealer. If it's most convenient for you, well, go for that. But it is something you can definitely handle yourself with just a few tools. Hour of your time, get out, have some fun, get a little greasy. Not terribly greasy, but a little. Okay, guys, thanks again for watching. Hope you learned something, had a little fun with us, and y'all be cool. We'll see you later. Okay, so it's upside down again. What the hell? Well, thanks for shit. Try that again.